everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is Rob here. It's Smirking Gun Reviews, back to talk more Expanse Season 4. We're on the penultimate episode, Episode 9. It is called Saeculum. You don't see too many A's before E's in words. The meaning of that word, actually, it's a length of time roughly equal to the potential lifetime of a human or the complete renewal of a human population. It was first brought up like a long ancient times, where it was like the origin point of when something happened till everyone dies, basically. So, fan-frickin-tastic episode. I was really on the edge of my seat. This is, this is not my favorite season. I'm gonna go on record as saying that right now. Any Expanse is good Expanse. But this season now, as it comes to an end, is really ramping up. And it's sad, and there's a lot of things happening that are just making me very, very nervous for all of our characters. Up until the end of this episode, and into episode 10, there are a lot of questions. There's a few questions out there, like, that I need to find out, but I'm not going to find out till tomorrow when I watch it. So I'm holding off. Oh boy, though. Where do I start? Well, right at the beginning, right? So Miller's back, but this feels like Miller. All right, it doesn't feel like the investigator who was using pieces of Miller's memory to get where it wanted to go. This feels like it's Miller, because he's speaking like without using, like he's using sentences that, like an actual dialogue, like somebody that's thinking and using those words, not trying to remember things that Miller said and then putting that into forming a conversation through those memories. This actually, I think this is Miller's actual consciousness that was absorbed into the protomolecule, or however that works. I know there's a lot of you that know way more than I do on this subject. But that's really nice, because I feel like this really is like what he says at the end. This is it for him. So it's probably it for Thomas Jane as well. And, well, that breaks my heart. I mean, all things end, right? And even though he's my favorite part of the Expanse, probably next to Amos, I love Thomas Jane so much. And he's been turning on things, and he wants to basically end this thing. He calls the planet a corpse, and let's go kill its ghost. But it's a pretty tight episode. We don't get any Earth stuff. We don't get any Mars stuff. We don't get any Drummer and Ashford stuff. This is just eyeless between Holden, Murtry, Amos and them, and Naomi and Alex and Lucia and what's going on up in space. But we find out from Miller that there was a war between the people who made the protomolecule and whatever killed them. And whatever, stopped this. And there's supposedly like a bomb-ish type thing that'll hopefully free all the ships once Miller gets into the system and can stop it and turn it all off and kill everybody. Well, not everybody, but kill whatever is on this planet. And, like, free everybody that died here. And then, so they find this hole, they go down it, and it's pretty much like, to me, like Alice in Wonderland, like going down the rabbit hole. And Murtry threatens Elvie. They find out where she, and Holden went. So her and Amos's girl go down there after him. Amos finds out. Amos and Elvie go down there. So everybody's going down the hole. Meanwhile, Holden finds the rift field, and so that Miller can go inside this thing and hopefully end it. But he has to go inside a piece of machinery to go in there. He has to actually, so he can turn the whole place on. And meanwhile, Alex and Naomi are they're about ready to cut the tether. They don't want to do it, but they're not getting enough power. They bring up the fact that if they cut the tether and they bring everybody over here, they can if they lose the cargo that they've been holding on to, the Belter dream of making this money, then they can save the ship. But they're not there yet. They keep trying everything. Meanwhile, Murtry puts his shuttle plan in motion, which honestly I thought could have went a lot worse. I thought it was going to actually he was going to pull that off. If anything happened in this, I thought he was going to pull that off. Thankfully, Alex was able to shoot the thing, and except for Lucia getting launched out, it does screw up the trajectory and everything like that. Using the gun screws everything up. But this is Murtry's fault. And when Lucia fell out of the ship, or got thrown out of the ship, and Naomi goes after her, it was a really intense scene. It was really well shot, for basically CG green screen. It looks really, really good. Part of me just wanted that scene to end with her missing. I know that probably makes me a bad person, but I thought for drama's sake, if she had gotten her and then lost her, I feel like it would have made what they need to do with the RCS people more impactful. Also, just kind of the Lucia character to me is not. I'm not invested in her like I am or other. I don't really care about her or her family or the other Belters. I just this whole their part of the story just doesn't really do it for me, because I just, like I've said in past reviews, the whole Belters versus Inners thing and just kind of feels just played out for me. And I feel like if she had died, it would have meant more. Instead of it felt more like the Expanse than if her living and kind of having this happy ending that we're headed towards. The only unhappy part of this is that I feel like they are going to end up having to drop and lose that lithium that they had, because she's even like, we can't let any more people die for our dream. And I did think that was a great thing that she said, finally saying, we can't keep doing, what we're doing. People are more important than money. How many more people get sacrificed because we are trying to hold on to this thing that we want? And I feel like that's kind of a theme throughout this season is, everybody trying to get rich and find that dream, while the RCS is trying to control that dream and control the money like the inner planets usually do. And with a character like Murtry, leading this mission, he's a true believer in, basically everybody that's not us can go to hell. But they caught her, and that's, it's fine. It's fine. It just... I really just wanted her to get thrown away. I don't know. But back on Ilis, Amos tracks down his girl away, and she's told by Murtry that, we got to kill Amos, but not unless we don't have to. I give you my word. It's important to note that Amos said that he'd never lie to her. But Murtry, to me, he's completely lying. And I don't really just think that, I think Murtry understands Amos. I don't think Way ever really understood Amos. I think that when he says things, I think she thinks that he doesn't really mean them as much as he's so straightforward and honest that it's not like, she never had that conversation, and she also didn't witness the conversation that he and Murtry had, where it's like, if you come between me and my people, you're dead. Now, unfortunately, we don't know the status of Amos. He got shot in the upper thigh, it looked like, and then in the hand. So right now he's getting shot up here. That's bad, in the thigh, because that's near your your arteries, your veins to your heart. Your hand you can always get fixed up, but they left him there, so hopefully he's still okay. But Murtry, Ellie catches up to Holden, who's trying to get Miller into the rift to end all this, hopefully. But he goes after Amos, leaving her there so that she has to help Miller try to get into the machine. And I also thought that was a pretty good CG effect as well. But when they have the standoff between Holden and Murtry, I did again. I was on the edge of my seat. I didn't know what was going to happen. And when Holden went like this, I thought, oh great, he shot him in the neck. So like he's sitting there getting ready to, and then he doesn't kill. But he doesn't. He seems okay. He seems all right. He's probably got like a flesh wound or something. But he shot Murtry and he doesn't kill him. He wants him to stand trial. And while I find that to be noble and good, it reminds me of, oh gosh, there's something else I've been watching where people were always defending the goodness of the characters. Oh God, I don't even remember now. It's pretty bad. Man, that's going to bug me. 1 second. All right, never mind. I can't think of it. There's somebody that there's something that I was reviewing, and people were just always saying like that character's so good, and they couldn't possibly do anything. But anyway, Holden doesn't kill Murtry. He leaves him there, which again I feel like I just feel like it's a mistake. But Miller, he comes running back and says, wait, before he puts, Miller back, before Ellie can put him into the thing, which I should mention, the whole planet is turning on. Everybody can see it from space. It's all glowing blue. And that the planet tries to stop Miller from doing what he's doing. Now, does that mean that when Holden says, wait, I'm not sure what that meant. Like, don't do it? Like, what does Holden know all of a sudden to say stop? That was the thing that bothered me, because when the bugs came to hit it, they kind of bounced off of it. But Holden, or Miller, wants to go through there to stop all this and die. Or is that all a lie? I don't know. That's the biggest question going into episode 10, other than is Amos dead? But he's probably not. He's probably fine. But honestly, the wait and everything, but I'll have to wait till tomorrow to find out. So anyway, fantastic episode. I know I'm boiling this down quite a bit, but it's because I'm trying to trim down some of my videos that I go on for way too long. So anyway, if you liked this review, please hit the like button, comment, share, subscribe, hit the bell for all notifications. You can find me on Twitter at reviews_gun. Otherwise, we'll be back for the season finale tomorrow. Have a great day, everybody. See you in the next video. Bye. Oh, and don't forget about the contest. Leave a comment and you can win, and you're a subscriber, you can win a Blu-ray or DVD of your choice of season 1, 2, or 3. Bye.